In the last hour, a judge has found a man guilty of the murder of his wife.
Now, CPD has not released any information on this shooting or what led up to it other than to confirm.
She thought she was marrying into luxury, but instead she uncovered a dark manifesto that shocked the entire city. Behind the glittering lights of Dubai's high society hid a story of obsession, betrayal, and murder. This was more than a murder. It exposed corruption, tradition, and secrets Dubai's elite never wanted the world to see. One bride's resistance not only cost her life, but also changed Dubai forever. In Dubai, a city of gold and secrets, 2024 witnessed the most extravagant wedding of the year. It lasted just 14 hours. The marriage survived only 47 minutes. By sunrise, the bride was dead, the groom had disappeared, and a celebration worth $500,000 had turned into the city's darkest crime scene. But this wasn't a sudden crime of passion. It was a trap, carefully designed 2 years earlier. Every person, including the bride, was exactly where they were meant to be. This story made global headlines, but the truth behind it, the deadly game that led to murder, has never been told until now. Meet Ahmed, 31 years old, a wealthy real estate developer, heir to one of Dubai's oldest merchant families. To the outside world, he was the perfect Emirati gentleman, respectful, generous, and deeply traditional. But behind closed doors, Ahmed lived with an obsession that was chilling. In his private study, he kept journals, not about business, but about women. For 3 years, he ran what he called purity investigations. He would target educated, independent women, those he believed challenged tradition, and systematically destroy their reputations. His method was always precise. Private investigators, fake social media accounts, planted friends, psychological profiling. Once he gathered enough evidence, he staged their public humiliation. He had already done this to 3 women. None were killed, but their lives were left in ruins. This time, however, Ahmed wanted more. He wanted to marry his target before exposing her. Why? Because in his mind, he had evolved into something far more dangerous. A man who believed he was cleansing Dubai of impure women, one bride at a time. For 2 years, he built his trap, and finally, his chosen victim walked straight into it. Her name was Layla, 26 years old, a business graduate, fluent in 4 languages, daughter of a respected government official, intelligent, beautiful, the perfect bride by every standard. But Layla carried a secret that haunted her. During her years in London, she had fallen deeply in love with a classmate. The relationship ended when he returned home for an arranged marriage. Layla moved on, or at least she tried. Then, 6 months before the wedding, the messages began. Anonymous photos of her with her former boyfriend, screenshots of private conversations, chilling notes that read, "I know who you are." At first, she thought it was her ex, then a cruel prank. But as the messages grew more invasive, she realized someone had been watching her for months, tracking her every move. When Ahmed's family proposed marriage, her blood ran cold. Because Layla had already discovered the truth, Ahmed himself was the stalker. The photos, the threats, the surveillance, every piece of it was his doing. And now, he wanted her as his wife. Why? What was his endgame? Layla made a choice that would seal both their fates. She accepted the marriage. But unlike the women before her, she was prepared. Both families were hiding devastating secrets. Layla's father, a government official, was drowning in debt. His wife's cancer treatment had drained their fortune, and bankruptcy loomed. Ahmed's family was equally desperate. Their empire was built on illegal land deals. They needed influence to escape prosecution. Layla's father was their lifeline. What happens when a predator meets someone ready to strike back? When a marriage begins not with love, but with revenge, the outcome is beyond imagination. But to understand that night, we need to go back 2 years earlier, to the evening Ahmed first saw Layla at a university alumni event in Dubai. She was across the room, laughing with friends, elegant in a modest black dress. Her intelligence showed in every conversation. To Ahmed, she seemed like the ideal woman, educated yet respectful, modern yet traditional. Through careful digging on social media, Ahmed uncovered Layla's past. Photos from her university years in London revealed a young man who was clearly more than just a friend. To most people, the pictures were harmless, holding hands, laughing, a kiss on the cheek. But to Ahmed, they were proof of betrayal. In his mind, Layla was a fraud, a woman presenting herself as pure while hiding a shameful secret. Instead of moving on, Ahmed made a chilling decision. He would not only expose her, he would build an elaborate plan to destroy her reputation. He hired a private investigator who specialized in what he called reputation management. For months, the man tracked Layla's every step, photographing her routines, listening to her calls, and compiling a full profile of her life, fears, and weaknesses. But Ahmed didn't stop there. He created fake social media accounts with stolen identities, infiltrating her circle of friends. Through these false connections, he learned everything: her job, her mother's illness, her family's financial problems, and most importantly, her lingering shame about her past relationship. Ahmed began harassing Layla with anonymous messages, informants, and online stalking to isolate her. Unlike his past victims, Layla was sharp. She traced his fake accounts back to him and uncovered 3 other women he had destroyed through humiliation. Realizing Ahmed was a serial predator hiding behind honor, she decided to fight back. When Ahmed's family proposed marriage, she saw it as his final trap. But she agreed, secretly gathering recordings and contacting his past victims to expose him. The grand Dubai wedding became a staged battlefield. Ahmed planned to ruin Layla, but she prepared evidence to destroy him. On their wedding night, he confronted her with years of surveillance proof, ready to expose her past. But what he didn't know, she had been recording everything, turning his own trap against him. But instead of breaking down, Layla smiled. "I know," she said calmly. "I've known all along." Ahmed froze. Layla reached into her dress, pulling out her phone. The recording app had been running all night. Then she revealed her own folder, thicker than his. "I know about Sarah, about Fatma, about Noor," she said, naming his previous victims. "I know about your investigator, your fake accounts, your harassment campaigns. I have it all recorded." Ahmed's confidence cracked. The hunter was realizing he had been hunted. Layla exposed months of evidence and victims' stories. Realizing she had beaten him, Ahmed snapped. The fight was quick and deadly. Both phones kept recording, uncovering a 2-year psychological war. Ahmed's files revealed stolen photos, profiles, and his plan to cleanse Dubai. Survivors stepped forward, their voices finally heard. The scandal destroyed both families. Days later, Ahmed was found raving in the desert, unrepentant, still clinging to his manifesto. Layla's death ended his crusade and exposed the rot within Dubai's elite. The trial exposed his stalking, surveillance files, and past victims' testimonies, forcing Dubai's elite to confront corruption and complicity. Ahmed was sentenced to life without parole. The fallout was immense. Both families lost everything, but Layla's legacy lived on through new laws, social reforms, and an organization founded in her name to protect women from abuse. This case became more than a murder. It was a turning point. It revealed how traditions, when twisted, could be used as weapons. It showed how silence and obsession with appearances allowed predators to thrive. And it forced Dubai to ask, would it protect its image or its people? The answer would not be found in the courtroom, but in the lives of women who came after Layla. Her death shattered the illusion of perfection and exposed the truth that could no longer be ignored. The only question that remained was whether Dubai would use this painful lesson to become better or simply learn to hide its darkness more carefully. Thanks for watching. Every crime leaves a shadow, and we'll uncover the next one soon. Don't forget to subscribe for more true crime stories.